Hello everyone, South Witch here, coming to you in my next video. I'm behind on my videos. Yes, I say that in a lot of videos. I'm always behind on my videos. The South Witch has had a phone year. You know, that old saying, when it rains it pours. At least I heard that here in the South my whole life. When it rains it pours. Well, it does. Last year I went through several cell phones. It's been that way this year. This is about my third phone already this year. It's just a phone deal with a break-in, this and that, dropping them. Yes, I'm my own worst enemy. So I was without a phone for about a week. Yes, I have two phones, so I was not totally without a phone, but this particular phone has all my YouTube channel on it and YouTube information, and so without the phone I didn't make any videos or upload anything because of course I could not. So today, in this video, I have all the sevens of the tarot cards, well, at least 3 of my decks, to represent the 7-7-25. I didn't do anything for today as far as I did get a card reading, and I watched a few online. I did watch a couple of videos on YouTube for 7-7. Going to do a meditation for it later and kind of out with the old, in with the new for the portal is going to be my ritual for it, let's put it that way. So I wanted to do a video because it's been a minute since I've done a video, so I did decide to do one on altars. This is a general pagan altar, Wiccan pagan altar. Yes, I'd copied this off several years ago when I started practicing and started my journey. You know, we all have to get information when we start out because we don't just know what to do or how to do things. I never really used this setup. Yes, I got it off Spells 8. I mentioned them a lot. In the beginning, I did do a lot of Spells 8. I started out on Pinterest, learning witchcraft, looking up stuff. Then somehow I came across Spells 8, hooked up with them. I get their daily, weekly, monthly, whatever, emails and on spells and whatever they have going on in their coven. So in the beginning I did use a lot of their stuff. From time to time I do still, but not often. Again, once I discovered YouTube, discovering something new, I live on YouTube. That's kind of how and why I decided to do my own channel, is because I stay on YouTube. But there's just so much information on YouTube about witchcraft and spells and videos, and I mention that in my videos. My daughter tells me a lot that Pinterest not Pinterest, listen to me, that TikTok has a lot of witchcraft on it, and I have gotten a lot of advertisements on YouTube, of course, the commercials for TikTok. I just never really got into TikTok, so I don't do it. So if there's anything out there on TikTok, I have no clue about it. I really don't. But anyway, I said this the last time and I forgot it, but I will try to take a picture of this and put it on here so that you can, if you want to use this setup or this diagram or just a reference from it, then you will be able to see it better, hopefully. So with that being said, this is the proper pagan altar according to this diagram right here. If it looks like I have a lot going on, I do. But the reason I have all of this is to show you the rights and wrongs, or good or bads, or that, there is no rule really to it. But this setup is for all elements: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, all 4 corners. You can see that, north, south, east, west. And in the north, south, east, west, it gives correspondence to what you could use for that direction, or what would work for that direction, and the colors. So with that being said, I'm about to explain my altar because it's based off of this right here. So I have my green candle for north. It says earth. It would be considered earth. You could use crystals, flowers, branches, or herbs. Salt. So I have my salt. I did do black salt, pink salt, and regular salt because I had all of them on hand. So I just thought, hey, instead of one salt, do all 3. I have rosemary for my herb, which normally I would not have herb on my altar. A little black cat. There's a flower. So I have my flowers. I have a little bottle of perfume with a flower in it. I have my black obsidian crystals. My little blue cat. Another crystal, clear crystal quartz. I have my deer horn antler. Because we have the buck moon coming up, so I did go ahead and get it out because I'll probably use it on Thursday for a video. If you follow me in my videos, I'm selling my house. It's up for sale. I've packed it all up, so I did go ahead and jump the gun a little bit with a lot of packing. And so I can't find everything. It's very frustrating having to look through a tote or a box to find stuff, which is what I had to do today. So wow, folks, South Witch has had a lot of time in this today. I'm talking a good 3 hours to get all this together. But it was worth it, and it's been fun, and I hope you enjoy this video as much as I did setting it all up. I was behind on my witchcraft and doing stuff for my channel. It happens from time to time. We all live busy lives, and we get a lot going on. So hopefully this will kind of make up for a few videos I didn't get to make. Let's put it that way. And back to our video here, what we got going on. This is a little witch I recently picked up somewhere shopping from time to time, so I decided to add her. Yes, I did paint the eye for the third eye on the rock, the little witch's broom. Yeah, I use my t-shirt, so you can see I'm sloppy in the corners. The South Witch is not the greatest when it comes to creativity and cutting straight lines and all that. I think I've mentioned that in videos, but when my t-shirts get wore out, when they're cool sayings like this or something I like, I will cut it out and make it in a picture or use it as a tablecloth or something. So a good friend bought me that shirt, and yes, I wore it out, so now it's a picture. Not every witch lives in Salem, because that's very true. These are some old tarot cards that I used to decorate with. Someone bought them for me. It was just the 3. I'm not sure how you could buy just 3 cards out of a deck, but in a novelty store or something, who knows. The tea is black tea. I'm having tea. Spirit's having tea. I did put my tea out for Spirit. Okay, so we have done the north with our green candle and flowers and crystals and salt. We're going to move on over here to my right to west. It says water, no, wait a minute, I'm so sorry, east, my right. Listen to me, getting carried away again here. East to my right, air, the air element, yellow, incense, feathers, birds, figures or bird figurines, sky, wand. So I have my yellow candle. I have another yellow candle. I did put candles all around. You can see little candles all around. Just a circle of candles. Feathers. I have a bird. I did have a little plastic bird. And some feathers I had collected here and there. My wand. Don't use my wand a lot. Mostly on my altar for decoration. It's really cool. I'll turn it around. I like my little triple goddess symbol on it. The candles. This little tea pitcher I had picked up somewhere. Decorating the trees like you see me put on here all the time. I pick up little stuff like that thinking I'll put it on a tree, and then I end up using it for something else. So in this case, I think it just looks cool on my altar. You can see here where it says the god and the goddess. I do not have a god or goddess figurine. Told myself before I would order one, look into it, order it. Of course, never got around to it. So I just drew the symbol for the goddess as close as I could off of the picture. Which goes back to what, I say a lot in here, or an example of what I say a lot in here. You do you. There's no right or wrong way. If you don't have the figurine, you can see what I did. I drew the symbol and wrote God on it. Luckily I had a bird and I had some feathers. And, my little teapot. So that's more back to you do you. I said I do altars for every holiday, every turn of the wheel of the year, every full moon. Altars have been a big part of my witchcraft, my journey. The reason that is, I feel like, is because I've mentioned in a religion video, I was raised Church of Christ. I was brought up in a Christian family. I still have a lot of Christian in me. You can take the girl out of the church, but you can't take the church out of the girl. I guess is a good way to say it. I'm on a different path, different journey now. I'm spiritual. I no longer consider myself Christian or any form of organized religion. I am old school, now Southern Witch, Pagan, all the above, South Witch. I don't follow an organization or a religion. I'm spiritual and follow my own God. Do my own thing, which is perfectly okay in this. That goes back to, again, it depends on the person. Whatever you feel is right for you. So, hey, the God symbol works for me. South, right here in front of me, it says earth. No, wait a minute, sorry. South, fire, red, candles, ashes, dragon, sun, and cauldron. I did not have a dragon figurine. I do have my red candle. I didn't do ashes, but I did the three of my tarot cards for the sun. And also my little witch rune for the sun. I'm still learning my runes. I hadn't really messed with them much yet. My cauldron. I do have two. This is the newest one. I did burn my sage. And you see the match where I lit everything. Cauldron should always be south, I think, in most altars. Not just pagan. I personally don't like mine at the south because I feel like it blocks, like from this distance here, it's blocking the view of other things. But again, I did want to stay as uniform as the diagram in this picture, so we put it to the south where it's supposed to be. East, air. Wait a minute. I'm getting backwards again. I'm sorry, guys. People, didn't mean to say guys, but anyway. Sorry, folks. West is water, blue, a mirror, shells, fish, moon, chalice. Okay, my chalice, I mentioned everything is packed. My chalice is packed up, so I could not find it. So I have water, and I'm going to consider that a chalice. I have a moon card, a fish, and my moon rune, and a shell. The bell. Now, I do keep my bell on a lot of my altars because it clears the airway. I use it before a spell and before a ritual to clear out the airfield, the airways, as they say. The keys, yeah, I'm really into the old keys. I have a tattoo of the old key, so I use them on the altar to decorate it up a little bit. There's a little bitty tiny frog. There's another frog. Here's my cards, my card decks, my tea, my Bolin blade. I call it my sword. You can see my finger. I have the tattoo of it. Also the goddess. I have the symbol of the goddess. Just throwing that off in there. But this is an altar. This is the pagan altar. Or the Wiccan altar. It says Wiccan altar example. It could be considered both, I guess. You can see it can be as elaborate as you want it to be, or it can be as small as you want it to be. If you were going to work on this altar, or do a spell or ritual, you would not want all of this stuff on it because it would totally, everything would be in the way. And normally, in other videos, you notice I do not have a lot on my altars. Now, I do have to stop myself from time to time because, trust me, I would have everything in the room that looks cool and looks witchy up on this altar. And then it would really be too much going on. I feel like there's way too much going on with it right now. But, I mean, I just wanted to do this altar to show someone that, for instance, if you were like me starting out and you really didn't know what to do or how to do it. Going back to what I was talking about, I'm sorry I got off track there again. Being raised Christian, when I got to the part and learning the craft and the journey of making an altar, or you need to have an altar, I was skeptical about it because of the Bible, again, being raised Christian. Do not have any other gods before me, or do not worship idols. So I was real concerned about that in the beginning, but now, again, I'm over all of that and moved past it, and I'm good with it. But I did want to mention that to someone else that might have had that problem, because basically at this point it's just decorations. And again, you hear in videos when you're starting out, all this stuff is just tools, it's just props. Really, the magic and the witchcraft comes from you and the individual. This all just helps, and again, it's props and tools to work with, and things that are witchy or considered witchcraft, but they're also a lot of fun. I feel like I have fun with them. I have fun with my altars. Again, I have to watch myself. I could put everything in this bedroom that I could fit up there if I could. Show my witches here. I show my witches a lot. I added her purple cloak. My witch again. Everything. There's my brooms. There's another little altar in the corner. I had altars all over my house, but now you see I'm packed up. But you see my house is Halloween year round. I've showed pictures in other videos of the house. Moneybow's spell of, it's my granddaughter's graduation. Showed Moneybow's spells, and I've showed all parts of my house and done videos just about in every room in the house. Don't show myself on here much. I do want to mention I have lost 22 pounds on the vegan salt hack on here, YouTube and Facebook, where you mix the vinegar and lemon juice and honey and all that. I drink one every night and every morning. And I have lost 22 pounds so far. When I lose my goal down to 135, then yeah, you'll see the Old South Witch all decked out in my witchy attire. Because trust me, I do plan to take sexy witch pictures by a professional when I lose some more weight. But I hope everybody had a safe and happy, fun Independence Day, July 4th and July 5th, the entire weekend. It was a long holiday weekend for some folks. Hope everybody had a good, safe weekend. The 5th was Kelly Ray's birthday. My granddaughter was born on 5th of July. One of my granddaughters, she turned 14. I have 6 grandchildren. So we done some floating. I'm still sunburned really bad. Something about that river water draws the sun a lot more than the creek water does. So I had a friend with me that was burnt worse than me, bless his heart. But it's all good. It's just skin. Hadn't been burned like that in years, however. I've done some spells today. I got them off of YouTube. I did them before I started this video. So yeah, I did do some things today. It became a witchy day when it rained here. It started raining at 1:30 today and came bad storms. And again, I was behind on videos, so I said, okay, it's gonna be a witchy afternoon the rest of the day. And so yes, from about 2 o'clock till now it's 8, I have spent setting up this altar and trying to get everything out and ready and making the little drawings and putting everything on the wall. And I'm making my tea, and my tea for spirit. And so I might do, another spell or ritual or something for the night's over after this video. Won't go to bed for a few more hours. But yes, that's what you hear me say a lot in videos. Witchcraft is not a religion, it's a way of life. And I do something every day. I do a spell or ritual every day. But there is everything around me is witchcraft related. I do burn the candle of the day, the color of the day, incense of the day. I try to listen to a couple card readings a day. I also have some psychics that email me and read cards for me and send me an email. And today I did extra reading to ask a question. I have a question on my mind. And so that's part of it. Where I'm going with this is that's part of it. You have to do something with it every day. And that's why I feel like I done as much as I did with it today, because it's been a minute. Shoot, I'm about to knock my phone over. It's been a minute and I was behind on this part of it. So I did enjoy it. I hope everybody else is enjoying my videos. Please, please, again, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. I'm up to 32 subscribers. Come on, let's grow this channel. Let's keep this going. It's been a year now. Let's get to that goal of 1,000 subscribers. Come on. Help a witch out here. Hope everybody's enjoying my channel. And tell your friends. Like, share, subscribe. I just said that. But I look forward to seeing everybody in my next video. Love and light. Namaste.